Hey there, tribe. Welcome back to our great big mission of helping people with big hearts achieve big wallets. I have to make this video a quick one because we were in the middle of getting ready to head to the pool before they close during these sunset vibes. And I told my wife, honey, could you give me about 15 minutes as I was looking into the back office of one of the projects in our portfolio. I'm talking about Polar Tensor, that if I could get this deposit done now, it would be going to work, starting to make money for us as we were in the swimming pool, as we were having dinner tonight, as we slept tonight. And by the time I got around to it, we would have already made some earnings. And that is the power of putting our money to work first and then going out there to enjoy life so it can pay for those day-to-day expenses. Let me give you some of the 10 highlights of Polar Tensor and why I decided to join this particular opportunity and why it may be of interest to you and your teammates. First and foremost, they have a asset protection on our principal from any malice or mismanagement, anything but the actual risk of trading in the marketplace, which I would like that to be the only risk, not people getting greedy or sticking their hand into the pot, those kinds of nonsense that unfortunately exists in our space. Number two, their average 18-month plus track record has proved a 22% consistent profitability result. Now, there is a profit split on that I'll discuss later on, but they're doing pretty well, pretty consistently profitable. What I really love the most is we're able to withdraw our principal at any time with a 10% withdrawal fee, giving us freedom and flexibility. Very public CEO, Felix. In fact, I'll be doing a Zoom call with Felix to dive deep into their accounts, how they're trading, how they're doing over 10,000 plus high frequency trades per day on Binance, which is the next point, the public CEO and Binance transparency. There is a 15-level instant direct commission referral program that pays out immediately. Also, there is 10 levels of residual commission that you get paid on a weekly basis based on your team's weekly profits. And there's $500 to $500,000 rank up bonuses that we can earn, as well as fully automatic, meaning that there's no human that needs to verify or press the button for us to be able to withdraw, with zero fees. Also, might I add, just the network processing fee. Profits and commissions can auto compound. Very powerful here. And they have over $100 million on Binance, which we can see, which Felix, the CEO and founder, has already shown on other videos, but I'm going to have that Zoom call with him to cover our questions and see that for ourselves and share that with you guys. Now, let me cover some of the favorite slides that I have here, which is their historical records over the last 18 plus months, which proves that 22% consistent profitability over that time frame. I did mention something about a performance fee, so we'll cover that as well. This is both the starting entry levels and the various thresholds of decreasing that performance fee. Everyone starts out with at least a $100 minimum, making it a 50-50 profit split of performance, meaning that if we make 22%, we would keep 11%. Now, to increase the piece that you keep, the percentage, the lion's share, you need to increase the amount you have in your own account, which can be done through compounding, which can be done through adding more funds, which can be done through compounding your commissions that you earned, which, by the way, I already see some commissions in my back office without even making a deposit myself, which is another feature of this opportunity, that you can start with zero. Just hunger, ambition, drive, desperation, wanting to pay the bills, wanting to level up, not even having $100 to start. You can start with zero and start earning commissions and use that commissions to start funding your own account. Once you get to $500, your performance fee goes to from 50% to 40%, you keep 60%. Once you get to $2,000 over time, it doesn't have to be a separate deposit. Over time, your performance fee will go from 40% to 35%, meaning you keep 65%. Once you cross $8,000, you will keep 70%, just pay 30% as a performance fee. Once you cross $25,000, you now enter 25% performance fee. And once you cross 100,000, you'll have 20% performance fee, 80% you keep as your lion's share. Now, another aspect to discuss, the way that they pay out their 15 unilevels instantly is from something that's called a license fee, which is 10% of your deposit. So they count the 10% of your deposit, not compounded profits, not commissions, of your deposit as performance fee. So that goes to pay the unilevels. And keeping this in mind, I'll be making a $25,000 deposit, but knowing that 10% is going to go towards the comp plan, paying out these 15 levels, I'd be left with 10% less, so 22,500. But I want to get over that 25,000 elite level threshold, so I'll need to add 10% more. I'll show you the mathematics of how to do that properly. And also on the residual side, you have these 10 unilevels of, 10 unilevels of residual profit matching across those 10 levels. You need to refer 10 people to open up those 10 levels. And these are the rank bonuses, which are on the license fee. The 10% that your network pays is based on that, not actually deposits. But what I really appreciate about this and why I took this on as a project to do myself, to share with you guys, is because it has levels of authenticity that I have not seen in other places. It has some unique angles, very public CEO, very good track record, very visible on Binance, as well as the asset protection. With that being said, let's dive into my back office. So now inside of my dashboard, we see I have $179.32 as already earned commissions, even though I have $0 in myself. We're going to be making that large deposit live here together. Some of the other things that we see is that my tier is at the starting level, 50-50 profit split, that performance fee. So it's saying that in order for me to get to the next level, I need to reach $500 of deposits myself. And what my current week's profit is, next distribution of profits is done on a weekly basis, I believe on a Friday. So there's a countdown until next Friday. And then it shows other details of profit last week, profit in the last 30 days, total profit. Also, this is something I'll be turning on after my deposit, which would be an auto reinvest. Now, let's go to wallet, and then we're going to go to deposit. Now, let me show you the math of how to calculate where you want to come in, if you want to come in at a specific threshold to have a specific profit split. For example, if you come in at 500 versus 100, you would go from 40%, 50% of the performance fee to 40%. I want to come in at the $25,000 level, so I will have to do this math, which is $25,000 divided by 90%, because 10% goes to the 15 levels. So I'm left with 90% of my deposit to start earning the profits of, and that is also what's counted for these thresholds. So meaning I would need to deposit $27,777.77. But since I have a little bit of commission, $179.32, I'll subtract that. And what I would be left with needing to deposit is $27,598, something around that level. So let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. So to make that deposit, I'll be selecting which crypto I'll be loading up the account with, which is going to be USDT on the Tron network. I'm going to do $27,598, and we're going to create deposit. And it's given me the QR code to scan, and I'm going to go into my wallet, go ahead and scan that QR code. And in real time, we're about to make a $27,000 transfer, 598. Here we go. Which, by the way, you're just topping up your balance, and you can then add it, and it's all cumulative when it comes to the thresholds you need to meet to reduce your performance fee.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. You're good. That's what editing is for.
So you're gonna edit me out?
No. I mean, edit you in a better light. Yeah. Love your energy. So now that I've sent the funds, let's see how long it takes to hit. There is a 2-hour timer. There is a wallet address that you can also copy and paste. It says, as a reminder, only send USDT on the Tron network. Sending any other networks will result in permanent loss. So Make sure you can test it out, by the way. You can test it out for $100. Make sure it lands in your account and make sure you're now aware of the steps to load up your account, because it is balance loading first and then adding it to your trading. And that is where that accumulation of deposit increasing happens. So here we go. Let's see when that baby lands. Hey. Oh, yeah, we're going to go to the beach. I mean, not the beach, the pool. Yeah, it closes in 7. Yeah, I think so. Oh, okay. We're gonna go to the pool. I guess we'll meet you guys there. I'm making a $27,000 deposit. Yeah. So it's been about 5 minutes as we are on this page with the QR code of the funds having been sent. I opened up another tab to keep refreshing to see the balance from that $179. And as you can see, it's been updated to that $27,777. And let's go ahead and add that to my actual trading, which we do that by going to add 2777.32. And would you look at that? The trading balance that would actually be going in minus the 10% that's going to the comp plan would leave me with $24,999.59, which does not cross the $25,000 threshold to bring me to that 20% performance fee instead of, I think, what was it, like 30%. So I'm going to go ahead and add $1 right quick, or I can also wait until I make some earnings, earn some commissions, whatever would get me that other 49 cents. But for simplicity of things, I'm just going to transfer additional $1 and then we're going to do the 25,000. Okay, stay tuned. So I'll have to make a new deposit order. So I'll go back to wallet. I'll go to deposit. Oh my God, the minimum deposit $50. Would you look at that? You know what? I'm actually going to wait for $1 of commission and then I'm going to do it that way. So in honor of one of the features of this, which is you can earn your way up to those lower performance fee, I'll update you with another video of that performance fee going down, which I think would be helpful for everyone. So with that, I'm going to execute this, allowing my full deposit of everything I had, the $179 and change plus what I deposited, that full amount going into trading, which leaves me with $24,999.59. What a comical story. And as you can see, it is at the, okay, so I'm at the professional level of 30%. And then I'll be crossing into the elite once I achieve 41 cents more. Welcome to the reality of getting your math right. But also I'm going to do the auto reinvest on, and that right there, keep it on. So right there. And that means that the profits will compound, I believe, on a weekly basis. I'll keep you updated as I discover that. Oh my God, look at the referral data. 32 directs, 83 team members, license volume, which is the 10%, license reward, trading volume is already 7,000, residual, oh my God, my residual income, it's a few dollars. That's a good start. Bonuses as that, oh wow, it shows I'm on a path to bonuses. Oh my gosh, that's really cool. That's really cool. I like what I'm seeing here. News, marketing, okay. This is going to be nice. Anyway, let me catch some of the sun rays and spend some time with my wife in the pool. I saw my brother while he and his wife were heading down to the beach to catch some rays. But this has been a huge blessing to put this money to work, to see the fruits of this in my everyday life, to being able to enjoy family time while this money is now going out and creating more money to allow us to live a life of true freedom, not just financially, but in lifestyle. And I hope the same for you. And it's these opportunities in our portfolio that allows for this greater mission of helping people with big hearts achieve big wallets through these devices, no matter where you are around the world. I will see you in our team Telegram. There's a main Telegram for the Grateful Tribe. There's main, and then there's separate Telegram channels for each particular projects, including Polar Tensor. So I'll see you inside of that, which you can find the link to that in our main Telegram and our Facebook group, wherever you guys can connect with us. And let's continue on that great big mission. I'll see you guys on the beaches around the world.